Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, to the Jets franchise. We are now on week 14, and we're going to be going against the Miami Dolphins. They're the AFC East leaders along with the Buffalo Bills. We just finished beating the Buffalo Bills last week. And now we're going to be taking on the Dolphins, see if we could try to move into position to try to take the lead as far as the AFC East is concerned. They are the wild card. They are the number 7 wild card team right now. So if we beat them, we might move there. But they're a really good team. If you see their overall is 88, we're gonna be facing that offense. That's gonna be crazy. I'm going to be trying to get through 3 games. So we're trying to get to week 14, 15, and 16 here. So then we'll just have 2 weeks for the following episode, which will be the Dolphins and the Niners after that. So let's try to knock these 3 games out. It's going to be going a little bit faster than usual, so we could get through all 3 games. But obviously, we'll be getting through and seeing if there's anything interesting. We'll stop it there and we'll keep it going. So let's hope we get this win. Let's hope Devin Brennan continues with his how he's been playing, and that the defense just keeps on locking it down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. A run straight ahead with Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 18 now. On 1st and 10, Brennan. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. A toss left side for Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a second and 2. Operating from the gun. Brennan, throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10.
Looking to throw. Brennan. His throw incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's Tua. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A final shot before break. Brennan. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A give running right is Hall. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. Oh, fighting off the defender. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Hall ought to give up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Brennan. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Brennan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Again, it's Achane. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
We're following the play now. They're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his running back out of the backfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jermaine Johnson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Achane gets it from the gun. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Touchdown Dolphins. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. Achane on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Sanders' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Flush to his right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Brennan. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And check down complete to Hall. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.
So, guys, as you can see, we got our asses handed to us, basically. 38-6. Basically one of the worst performances out of the team. Devin Brennan, he threw what, 4 interceptions? We're gonna go through the stats right now. 19 for 36, 236 yards and 4 interceptions. This game was worse than that Steelers game. Brees Hall, 13 for 51. Receiving, Jameson Williams, a great pickup that we got him on that trade deadline. Garrett Wilson also was good. Just a bad game for Brennan, and he was the failure to it, and then that's why he got drafted where he got drafted. And he's more of like a backup quarterback. It's his rookie season, and I'm trying something out with him, but we still got 4 more games to go. But it looks like against better competition, he can't cut it right now. Tackles for a loss, nothing really happened here. Quinnen Williams continues. He got a sack. Sheldon Rankins and Jermaine Johnson also got sacks. But other than that, they couldn't stop Tua. The Dolphins just basically, killed him. So, guys, I was upgrading Jerry Gibbs, and Jerry Gibbs, I just found out, is superstar dev. The lineman that we drafted, low overall, comes out with a superstar dev. Incredible find in the draft. And obviously, he's been way better than what we had when we had No Boom at right tackle. So this is just great news as far as the line is concerned. Obviously, the line still needs work, but so happy to see that he's a superstar dev. So, guys, now we're taking on the Indianapolis Colts in Week 15. The Colts are 5-8. We're 6-6. Looks like we have the better defense, but they have the way better offense. Again, basically, the AFC East is still up for grabs. The Bills lost. The Patriots won. I'm dead last right now. But if we win this game and possibly win the next one, it could be that we would move up. Let's try to get this game also. Let's try to win this one after a disappointing loss to the Dolphins. So, guys, I just want to let you know that I made a mistake. I simmed the week instead of playing the game. That's my bad. We lost 42-21. As you can see, box score 42-21. We lost. We looked bad. Devin Brennan threw three touchdowns, but threw 3 interceptions, 284 yards, 23 of 35 completion, 65% completion percentage. Running the ball, Brees Hall 12 for 50. Man, this offense needs to get Brees Hall involved a lot more. So they got to stop depending on the quarterback so much. Jameson Williams 5 for 72. Garrett Wilson 3 for 46. One touchdown. Gibson got a touchdown, and so did Lazard. Quincy Williams 12 tackles. TFLs. Kentrell McMillan with 1, Jermaine Johnson with 1, and sacks, Quinnen Williams. The defensive player of the year. He's got to be. Sorry about that, guys, again. I really wanted to see this game because it was lower competition. I wanted to see how Devin Brennan looked. Now we're going to be going against the Vikings, and obviously the Vikings on paper look a lot better than we do. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's get into it.
Brissett on first down. They'll find Osborne here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Brissett.
Addison hauls it in.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal.
Play fake. Brissett. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Wide open receiver, complete. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. On 1st and 10, Brennan.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 40 yards. And the Jets have retaken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling.
Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brennan. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A final shot before break. Brennan. It's Williams on the catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. Throwing on 1st down. Brennan. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll try the left side. Felton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
It's now third down.
Operating from the gun, Brennan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. On first down, Brennan. He finds Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Davis Price is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those.
They'll run on first down. Felton. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a handoff looking right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Davis Price. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Brennan over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Brissett to throw on first. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's going to be stopped right there at the 21. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd
Brissett.
and 3.
Slant route, and he's got Addison. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Brissett. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Naylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Brissett. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So, guys, we won that game 29-13. It was an overall team win. You know, I think everyone did pretty good. Obviously, the defense stepped up big time. Part of that was in the first quarter, Justin Jefferson went down with an injury and never came back from the game. So I think that was one of the biggest things that helped us win. but also Brees Hall went down for us in the beginning of the game too. But we had some people step up. Let's go through the stats. So Devin Brennan went 20 for 36. 55% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Obviously, when he has no turnovers, the Jets win. They look they look way better when he has no turnovers. When he has turnovers, forget about it. They can't recover. Rushing, as you can see, Felton took over. He got 12 attempts for 50 yards. Terrion Davis-Price, he was the one that got he got a touchdown, taking over as like the power back. And Brandon also scored a touchdown rushing. Garrett Wilson went 6 for 102 and a touchdown. Conklin 6 for 78, and everyone else. Kazir White 13 tackles. Brandon Nichols, because Murphy's out with an injury, he's stepping up. And he got 7 tackles. TFLs, you got 1 for McMillan, 1 for Johnson, 1 for White, 1 for McDonald, and 1 for Quincy Williams. As far as sacks are concerned, Quinn and Williams half a sack, along with Kazir White. Interception, Sauce Gardner stepped up big time. 2 interceptions. Alden got his first interception also. And Eccles got an interception. So we got bad news, guys. We got a whole bunch of injuries that just came up. So like I told you guys, Brees Hall got injured. He's got a ruptured disc. He's going to be out for 7 weeks. His backup, Abanikanda, he got a broken collarbone. He's out for 5 weeks. Tippmann got injured in the last game, so I didn't bring that up because I didn't think it was a big deal, but he's out for 7 weeks. And Pete and Murphy will be back next week. So we got really bad news at the running back position. I might have to put one of these guys on injured reserve and see what they have at running back to see what we could do. See if we can make this playoff push. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to join us for the next episode where we're going to be taking on the Dolphins again and try to recover from that ass whooping they gave us. And then we'll be taking on the 49ers. Then we'll see what we're gonna do in our running back position. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna be coming up with new stuff also. And yeah, don't forget to like, and God bless.